Hello everyone, welcome to Classic Flow, all levels. My name is Bridget from Lucky Elephant Yoga and Wellness, and I'll be leading you through the practice today. So one of the wonderful things about practicing virtually is that you have super control about how fast or how slow you take this practice. So if you want to pause the video at any point, take a breath, take a drink of water, please make sure that you feel free to do so. Also remember that only do the things that make sense for your body today. So let's not push it to any extremes. This will be a pretty balanced, hopefully, practice for you today. And if you have a yoga mat, let's go ahead and lay down that mat. If you have a blanket, you can use a yoga blanket, a throw blanket, or even just a cushion off of your couch, a nice pillow off of your couch. A couple of yoga blocks or soda bottles, cereal boxes, whatever works to give you a little bit more assistance as we go through class today. All right, and then of course, as always, we just need our mind, our body, and our breath to do this practice. So let's start just in a cross-legged seat. So make sure you prop yourself up enough that the sits bones and the knees are in line and you can grow nice and tall through the spine. And start by either just closing your eyes or finding a soft downward gaze. And let the attention of your mind start to travel inward. So that you start to notice your breath, the breath that you brought into this practice today. Notice maybe if that breath has been dictated by the emotional, the mind state that you have had as well. In times of stress, our breath gets more shallow, more quick. And we forget to take full, deep breaths. But the really amazing thing is that just by taking deep breaths, you can trigger the nervous system to ground. You can almost trick your nervous system into relaxing just by deep breaths. So let's do those deep breaths today with a count. So everyone take a big full breath in and a full breath out. And then we'll breathe in. 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Keep this pattern of breath going for just a few more rounds. Notice if 3 works for you or if it needs to be a little shorter or even a little longer. But start to explore and test the pattern, the edges of your breath. Just take one more round there. And after that final round, release the technique, but keep a depth of breath with you. And let's take the chin down to the chest and begin some head circles around to the right. Easy head circles, slow and steady. Maybe find some noises as you move. Just moving slowly, keep the jaw soft. And the next time your chin finds your chest, take a pause. And then start circling the opposite direction. Next time the chin reaches the chest again, pause. Slide your hands out to your knees. Take a big full breath in. As you exhale, rock back, round out the spine. And I want you to just stay here for a moment, but keep the hands holding firmly to the knees so that we've got support there and we're not completely rocked back. And from here, let's take a little sway from side to side so that we're really opening up into the space at the back body. Just shifting one side and then the other. Nice. And let's do that another round. Good. And then come forward, and we're gonna bend the elbows, slide the hands back so that the heels come all the way into the hip crease. Lift the chest, hug the elbows in, breathe here. Good. Good, now one big breath in. As you exhale, slide the hands forward, rock back. Good. Now inhale, slide the hands up. Heels of the hands to the crease, lift the chest. Exhale, rock back, hands to the knees. Beautiful. 2 more times. Bringing the hands in, hug the elbows in, lift the chest. Exhale, round it out. Very nice. 1 more time. And exhale. Awesome. And now just find a nice long spine. Sweep your arms out and up, and let's clasp the hands overhead and right away bring the palms behind the skull. Rest your head back, spread those elbows, lift the chest up. Really support your head with your hands. Nice, and then release your right hand down and take a tip over to the right and look underneath that left elbow. Good, big full breath in. Exhale, round towards your right knee and let the left elbow release down. Inhale, lift the elbow, turn the chest, open up. Exhale, round over. Good, again, inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Good, and now let's sweep both arms all the way up. As you exhale, turn to the right. Keep the arms extended up alongside the ears. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, turn to the right. Good, 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, turn. Beautiful. Now we're just gonna cross the left arm to the outside of the right thigh. This right arm is gonna turn so the palm faces behind you. Bend your elbow and right away take a bind here. Good. Turn a little deeper. Press that left hand into the right thigh. See if your head can just kind of be like neutral. So we don't want the head to turn us. We want the shoulder rolling back, and then the head just kind of follows what's happening. Nice. And then we're gonna come back to center. Place your hands back behind you. Roll the shoulders back and take a little deeper back bend. For here, if you would like to press into those hands and lift the hips up, give that a shot. Good, deep breaths. And then release it all the way back down. Nice. And now switch the crossing of your legs so the other leg is in front. Good. Place your hands onto your knees. This time, circles around. So the torso rolls around the pelvis. Good, and then circle the opposite direction. Nice, and then coming all the way back up, sweep your arms up. Clasp your hands, again bring your hands behind your head. Rest the head back, spread those elbows, lift your chest up, deep breaths. And then release your left hand down, tip over to the left and look underneath the right elbow this time. Big full breath in. Exhale, round toward the left knee. Inhale, lift the elbow. Exhale, round. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Good, and then sweep both arms up. Big breath in. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale, back to center, nice and tall. Exhale, turn. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn. Release your right hand to the outside of your left thigh. Turn your left palm to face back. Bend the elbow and find that bind. Good. No matter how deep the bind is, even if it's just back here in the back, take your bind. Look over your left shoulder at the last moment, but keep pressing your right hand into your left thigh. Good, and then we're gonna come back to center, and again, place the hands back behind you. Roll your shoulders back, and once more, you can lift up through the hips and open up through the whole front body. Only if that feels all right for you. Deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. And then lower it all the way back down. Really nice, everybody. Let's come on to hands and knees. So you can place your blanket or support off to the side, or you can use it underneath your knees. Totally up to you. But let's find wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And then let's keep the wrists under the shoulders, but walk your knees together. And start to sway a little from side to side, and start to wake up into the outer hips. Good. And maybe you look over the opposite shoulder from the direction that you're shifting. Awesome. And then come back to center. Separate those knees so they're in line with your hips. Inhale, arch the spine. Lift your chest, lift your tail. Exhale, round. Pressing into the earth with the hands. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Good. Again, inhale, arch. And exhale, round. And let's come to that long spine again. Extend your right leg back. Keep the toes tucked on the mat. Keep the hips neutral. Good. Reach through that right heel. And then let's lift the right leg into the air. From here, you can shift into your right hand and take the left arm forward and find a balance. Feel the front ribs wrapping towards each other and really feel that dynamic reach from your left fingers to your right foot. Now from here, we're going to bend the right knee. Inhale, reach the left arm around. Exhale, extend that left arm forward. Keep the right knee bent. Inhale, reach it around. Try to touch the foot. Exhale, extend. Again, reach it around. Good, and extend. And now extend that right leg. Place your left hand down. Sweep your right leg out to the side, and let's place the whole right foot down on the ground. Then just start to walk your hands back. So we come all the way up onto the left knee. Sweep your arms up alongside your ears. And release your right hand down. Take a nice big inhale. Lengthen up through the left side. As you exhale, tip over to the right into gate pose. Good. Opening up to that whole left side of the body. Nice. And then come all the way back up. Now we're going to place the right knee down beside the left. Sweep your arms back and place your hands right onto your low back, as if you were sliding your hands into back pockets. Hug your elbows in towards one another and lift the chest into a little back bend. Nothing too crazy. Keep the front ribs wrapping towards each other. Keep engaging through that whole front body. Good. And then carefully just release and come all the way down to hands and knees. Awesome. Let's inhale to a cow back. And exhale to a cat. Good. Come back to long spine. So the crown of your head reaches forward, your sits bones reach back. We're in a nice neutral spine. Extend your left leg back and keep the toes tucked. Reach through the crown of your head, reach back through that left heel. From here, lift your left leg. We'll extend the right arm forward. Good, and find that reaching through the body. Bend your left knee. As you inhale, reach the right arm around, try to touch the foot. Exhale, reach the arm forward. Inhale, reach around. Exhale, extend. Good. Again, reach it around. And extend. Very nice, everybody. Extend that leg, stretch and reach. Place your right hand down. Extend your left leg out to the side. So the whole left foot comes down. And then walk your hands back. So you come all the way up onto the right knee. Good. Now sweep your arms up. Lower your left hand down. Inhale up through the right side. Exhale, tip it all the way over. And really open up through that whole right side of the body. Good. Finding that gate pose, really reaching. And then come all the way back up. Place your left knee beside your right knee. Good, so we're just coming up onto the knees once more. Find the pockets, the hands in the pockets behind you. Hug your elbows in, roll your shoulders back, lift the chest. Good, so it's like a modified camel here. So the hips are still in line with the knees, the chest is lifting, the shoulders are rolling back, deep full breaths. Good, and then come all the way back up and make your way back to hands and knees. Very nice. One more big cow back. Exhale, round to cat. Good, come back to a long spine. Let's extend the right leg back, tuck the toes. Engage the front ribs and extend your left leg beside your right. Keep reaching through the crown of your head. Good, big breath in. Exhale, up and back, downward dog. Good, bending the knees if you need to extend the leg or extend the back. Hug those upper arms in. Start pedaling the feet. Slowly, one at a time. Good, and then we're gonna lift up high onto the balls of the feet and melt the heels. And then as you melt those heels, start to walk your hands all the way toward the back of your mat. Find your way to the back of your mat, hanging over bent knees. Grab opposite elbows. And take a little sway from side to side. Good, nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Release your arms and then slowly roll yourself all the way up to stand. With your head the last piece of the puzzle to come up. Find Tadasana really tall, standing at the back of the mat. Good, let's inhale, sweep your arms up. As you exhale, lower your right arm down and tip over to the right into a side bend. Look underneath that left arm. And as you exhale, round the back and fold forward over your legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release and fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out, lifting all the way back up to stand. And as you exhale, release the arms back behind you. Find those imaginary pockets. Roll your shoulders back, hug your elbows in, and lift the chest. Good. And then bend your knees. Keep the chest opening. Let's find Utkatasana. Good. So a little essence of that back bend energy. And then bring your palms together. Take a twist to the right, and you can try the left elbow towards the outside of the right thigh. Good. Pressing those palms together. Nice big breath in. As you exhale, fold forward. Now walk it out to plank pose. Good. Breathing long here. Lower your left knee down. Right below that left hip. Spin your right heel to the left so the whole right foot comes down. And now we're going to start to roll the right shoulder back. Lift your right arm and turn it into a little modified Vashisthasana. Good. Good, really open up through the side body. And from here, let's engage the side body by pressing into the foot, lifting that right leg. Awesome. And now we're going to try bending the right knee, reaching your right hand around for your right foot, and open up through the front body. Beautiful. Good, and now release that foot very carefully, coming back to that modified half moon. Place your right foot down. Place your right hand down. Spin onto the ball of that right foot, step into plank pose, and exhale back to downward facing dog. Good. From here, lift your right leg into the air. Exhale, bring the knee forward, and place your right foot between your hands. Ooh. Lower your left knee, all the way down to the mat. Shift forward into those hips, and you can keep the hands down or you can find blocks. So we'll shift forward, we'll lift up through the chest. Exhale, shift back and round. Inhale, shift forward. Chest lifts. Exhale back, round. Good, again, inhale forward. And exhale back. Good. And now shift forward and just stay here. Breathing into the front of that left hip. Good. All right, and then we're going to just kind of crawl the left hand out. Place the left hand down. We're going to turn to the right. Place your right hand on your waist, turning into a twist here, keeping the hips shifting forward. From here, we'll try lifting the left foot and see if you can reach around to take a hold of that left foot. Say hello to your quadriceps. Ah. Deep breaths. Good, and then release slowly down. Now we're going to step back to a downward facing dog. Good, pedal your feet, wag your hips. Good, and then let's walk the hands back to the feet again. And just hang over your legs. And then roll yourself all the way up to stand. Nice. Stand nice and tall. Again, let's find Tadasana. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Clasp your hands, bring your hands behind your head. Rest your head back. Spread your elbows wide. Good, and then release your left hand down. Tip it over to the left. Look underneath the left elbow. Good, let's extend that right arm. And then bend your knees, round your spine, fold over your legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good. Sweep the arms all the way up alongside the ears. And then again, release your arms back behind you. Find your hands right into those pockets. Roll your shoulders back, elbows hugging in, lift the chest. Good. Now keep the chest opening as we bend the knees, sweep the arms, and come into Utkatasana. Nice, everybody. Palms together in front of your heart. Tip forward, turn to the left. See if your right elbow can find the outside of the left thigh. Press those palms together, turn a little deeper. Good. Big breath in. Exhale, release, fold over your legs. Walk it out to plank pose. Good, find that nice long body. Then lower your right knee below your right hip, excuse me. Spin your left heel down to the right. Shift into your right foot, start to roll your left shoulder back. Peel your arm all the way up towards the sky. Good, from here, press into your left foot. Start to lift the left leg. Yeah. Then bend your left knee, try to take a hold of the foot. Good. Open up through the whole front of the body. release that leg. Woo! And then place your left foot down. Lower your left hand. Spin back onto the ball of that left foot. Step into plank pose. And then lift up and back into downward facing dog. Lift your left leg. And then bring your knee forward. Place your foot between your hands. And lower your right knee down. Nice. Let's again find blocks underneath the hands. This will just give us a little bit of height so as we shift forward, the chest can really start to open up. And then exhale, shift back and round. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, shift back. Inhale, forward. And exhale back. Good, and now we're going to shift forward. Stay here and breathe. Good, and now we're going to crawl that left hand out, let the block out, and place your right hand down. Sorry, your right hand out, right hand down. Hips are shifting forward. We're going to turn to the left, bend the right knee, and try to reach around for that right foot. Good, roll the left shoulder back, open up. Deep breaths. Good, and then release that foot very carefully. Place your hands down and step back to downward facing dog. Good. Now let's come forward to plank pose. And exhale, lower knees, chest and chin. Snake forward onto your belly, find your baby cobra. And then exhale, just release and fold all the way down. Good. Let's release the arms down by your side. Nice. Place your forehead down. Begin to roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest, lift your arms, and lift your legs, and find your Shalabhasana. Good. Find those inner thighs hugging towards each other. And exhale, release and fold, turning a cheek. Take a breath. Good. Again, forehead down. Roll the shoulders back, lift everything up, come into that Shalabhasana. And exhale, release and down. Good. We're going to take one more like that, coming all the way back up. This time maybe you bend the knees, maybe you find the feet, maybe you lift up into bow pose. Good. And then release and lower it down. Very nice. Wag the hips a little from side to side. Good, and let's turn the forehead down, place your hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes, go up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Good, and now from here, we're gonna look at the hands, bend your knees, and step or hop forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And then arms down by your side. Nice. All right, let's stand in the middle of the mat today. All right, and let's step the feet wide. All right, let's extend the arms and just try to align those heels in line with your ankles. So we're gonna step apart pretty wide. Just make sure that you're not gonna like fall apart today. Physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever it is. So from here, we're gonna turn the right toes out, bend the right knee and come into a warrior two. And then look over the right fingers and adjust your left foot so the toes, the big toes just in slightly, yeah? So we're trying to open up, but for those that the right knee tries to tip in, then that back hip needs to come in a little bit, which means the toe needs to come in just slightly so that we can find a better alignment, yeah? All right, so arms are out, gaze over your right fingers. Beautiful. Turn your right palm, turn both palms up. Inhale, lengthen your leg, lift your arms. Exhale, bend your right knee, open your arms wide. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Good. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, open. Beautiful. Let's take the right forearm to the right thigh. Now, instead of just collapsing that shoulder, see if you can really lift up out of the shoulder. Reach your left arm up and over the left ear, and then glance underneath that left arm into extended side angle. Good. From here, let's lift the left arm, turn your palm to face behind you, bend the elbow, and find a wrap. Roll the left shoulder back, open up through your chest. Very nice, everybody. Good. And then we'll come all the way back up to warrior two. Lengthen the right leg. Tip towards the right and hips to the left. And then we're going to take the torso down into Trikonasana. Feel the feet starting to press apart, really ground into that right big toe. The right arm is hovering. The left arm reaches up and we turn the chest. Good. Lengthen to those right ribs as much as you can. Good. And then bend your right knee, come back up to warrior two. Nice. Lengthen the right leg. Turn your right toes to face the side of the mat. Nice. Now, turn your left toes to face out. Bend that left knee. Right foot tucks in just a little bit. Good. So try to get the back leg, the hip, the ankle, the knee all in a line so that the left knee can track over the space between the second and third toe. Then we extend the arms and we look over the left fingers. Good. Now, turn both palms up. Inhale, lengthen the leg, lift your arms. Exhale, bend the left knee, open wide. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Very nice, everybody. Now, take the left forearm to the left thigh. Lift up out of that shoulder. Right arm goes up and over into extended side angle. Good. Lift your right arm, turn the palm to face behind you, bend the elbow. Let's find that bind. Good, and then come all the way back up to warrior two. Lengthen your left leg. Feel those feet pressing apart. Tip your torso to the left, hips to the right. Tip it down. Right arm reaches up. Turn your head. Good. And then bend that left knee. Come back up to warrior two. Awesome. Let's lengthen the left leg. Turn the left toes to face the side of the mat once more. Sweep your arms back behind you. Clasp your hands, reach your knuckles down, take a lift up of the chest. Fold forward over your legs. And let the knuckles lift up any amount. Head releases down. Good, and then release those arms down. And see if your hands can find the ground or blocks. And just fold, breathing into the backs of the legs. Good, and now we're just going to walk it over to face the front of the mat. Step back into downward facing dog. Awesome. From here, let's lift the right hip leg up in the air. Lift your right outer hip, bend your knee. Look underneath your left arm, try to see your right foot, and circle that ankle. And then wiggle the other direction. Good, and now we're gonna again place the right foot all the way between the hands. From here, we're coming into warrior one. So step your left heel where your left foot is, left toes. Spin that left foot on a diagonal. Good, come all the way up to warrior one, bending the right knee, lift the chest. Nice. Reach your arms back behind you, clasp your hands, let the knuckles go down and the chest lift up. Then again, we'll fold forward with that same pattern of the arms and release your head down. Good, and then come all the way back up, pressing the feet apart to lift the torso up. Release your arms. Good, and then place those hands down and let's step into chaturanga. So the left foot has to step back, the right foot has to step back, shift forward, bend the elbows. Sweep forward, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very nice, everybody. Lift your left leg, lift the left outer hip, bend your knee, look underneath your right arm, circle the ankle, wiggle the other way. Good, inhale. Exhale, place your left foot between your hands. Replace your right toes with your right heel, and the foot spins down. Come all the way up, warrior one. Nice. Reach your arms back behind you. Clasp those hands. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Exhale, fold it forward. Knuckles lift, head drops. Good, and then again, all the way back up. Release the arms. Good, press those feet apart. And then release your hands down. And again, chaturanga. Woo. Inhale, up dog or cobra. This time, let's go all the way back to child's pose. Let the hips release to the heels. Let the shoulders release, your head release. Deep breaths. Good, and now let's come all the way back up onto the shins. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to try going into Ustrasana today, or camel pose, all right? So, we've done some back bending, we've done some quad opening, yeah? So, but remember to only go as deeply as it makes sense for you, okay? So, I recommend blocks, books, whatever you've got, placed on either side of your feet, all right? And then I like to tuck my toes, but that's personal preference. Knees are sits bones distance apart. The hips are right over the knees. We're gonna place our hands into our back pockets and hug the elbows in. Roll your shoulders back, lift the chest up. Good. Now, you've already done this, you've done it at the beginning of class, so maybe you go just a little bit deeper than you did. Maybe just a couple of inches. Breathe. Think chest lifting up. Good, and then we come all the way back up. And instead of sitting, we're just gonna take a breath here. Yeah. Now we're gonna do this about 2 more times. You get to go as deep as you desire, all right? So, if it makes sense for you then to find a hand on a block, a hand on the other block, and you roll the shoulders back, that works great. But notice what I did not do, I didn't drop my hips down, try to get my things, and then my blocks, and then fling the hips forward. Don't do that. That's really bad for your low back. I want you to move slowly into this. I also don't want you to take the arm up and back because then it's a little too far away, right? We don't want to lead with the arms. We want to lead with the sternum. So it's the sternum that lifts up and back, and then the arms are what finds the blocks. Yeah? All right. Let's try it 2 more times. Toes tucked or untucked. Go as deep as you decide, right? You're at home, so do it safely, do it mindfully. Ready? Hands in the back pockets. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Good, hips stay forward. And then we can try to find the blocks. Beautiful, breathe. Good, and then the sternum lifts you all the way back up. Very nice. Take a breath. And one more time. Hands come into the back pockets. We lift the chest up and over. Find a block, maybe, find a block. Good, hips stay forward. Lift the sternum. Good. And then all the way back up. Very nice, everybody. And now we're gonna sit the hips back. Let's separate the knees. And now fold forward. So we're still in a little bit of a back bend in this child's pose. So we want to just let the chest soften. Good, let's walk the upper body over to the right. Press into your left hand, shift your hips to the left, breathing deeply. Good, come back to center. Walk it over to the left. Press into your right hand, shift toward that right hip, breathing into the whole right side of the body. Good, and then all the way back to center. Very nice, everybody. Breathe. And now let's roll ourselves all the way back up to sit. All right. Swing your legs around. Okay, we're going to take the legs straight ahead. When you sit, if you find that you're rolling into the back of the pelvis, or even if you just desire to lift your pelvis a little higher, then I want you to just sit on the edge of a blanket or a pillow so that your sits bones are right on the edge and you kind of feel that little extra tilt of the pelvis. Yeah. Sit tall. And we'll bring the right knee into the chest. Good. That left foot is going to press forward. We're going to ground into the right foot and grow even taller. As you exhale, turn to the right. Let the right hand come back behind you and let your left arm either wrap or cross over. But I don't want you leaning back into that right hand. The right hand is just your kickstand. It is not taking all of the weight. It is just informing more length. Good. And you can even take that right arm and just wrap it around behind you so that you're not even using the right hand. You're just literally pressing the right foot down to grow taller. Good, and then let's come back to center. Nice. And now we're going to open the right knee out. Place your right foot to your left inner thigh. Turn your chest towards your left knee. Sit nice and tall. As you exhale, walk the hands forward and just fold towards that left thigh. Let your head release, your shoulders, your elbows, deep, full breaths. Extend your right leg long beside your left. Bend your left knee into the chest. Keep pressing through that right foot. Sit tall And as you exhale, turn to the left. The left hand can come back behind you. Your right hand can wrap or cross all the way over. Finding that deep twist, using the left hand just as your little support kickstand to grow taller. Press into the right foot. And then the left arm can wrap around. Good, and turn back to center. Open that left knee out to the side. Place your left foot to your right inner thigh. Turn your chest toward the right knee, sit nice and tall. Reach your chest towards your toes as you walk the torso forward. And then release your head, shoulders, elbows. Good, and then again, just roll yourself all the way up to sit. Excellent. All right, let's bring both knees in and open the knees wide. Find Baddha Konasana. Good, the feet can be in as close as you desire or out. Just make sure the knees aren't really high. Good, and then we're just gonna walk the chest forward and release shoulders, head, elbows. Roll it again up to sit. Very nice. Bring those knees together. And now we're going to lie onto your back. So you can just lay down. You can do a little boat pose to go down. You can slowly lower. Yeah, take your time getting onto your back. Whatever makes sense for you. I'm going to slowly lower. Right, and now from here, let's just bend the knees, place your feet down. We're gonna bring the right knee into the chest, hug that right knee in, give the knee some circles. And circle the opposite direction. Good, and now cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Bring your left knee in towards the chest. Let's take a modified pigeon. Take a hold of the back of your left thigh. Good, breathe here. Good, and then release that left foot down, uncross the right ankle, both feet down. Bring your left knee into your chest, hug it in. Circle the left knee, nice and easy. And the opposite direction. Good, and then cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Open the left knee out. Bring your right knee into your chest. Good, just hugging that knee in. release that right thigh, place the right foot down, uncross the left ankle. Awesome, and then we're gonna take a block or a blanket or a pillow or whatever works for you, and we're just gonna take a little supported back bend. So we're gonna lift the hips up, slide the block underneath your sacrum, place it on the block. Good. And then we can extend the legs forward. And we can extend the arms overhead and take a little counter, opening up, releasing through the whole front body, through the whole front back body. Deep breaths. Bend the knees, release your hands down. Press into your feet to lift the hips. Remove your block out from underneath you and place those hips carefully down. Open your arms out to the side, and now let's tip both knees over to the left. Keep the right shoulder grounded down. You can turn your head to the right. The left hand can rest on the right thigh for a little bit of encouragement, but just don't let the right shoulder come up off of the mat. Deep, full breaths. Come back to center. Head turns back to center. Tip your knees to the right. Keep the left shoulder grounding. Turn your head to the left, and then the right hand can rest on top of the left thigh. Deep, full breaths here. Then you can again just come back to center. Good. From here, we'll just prepare for Shavasana. So the legs can extend forward, the arms come down just a little bit away from you. Let the legs release, the hips release. Good. And the eyes can close, just finding a nice release through the physical body. An awareness of the mind onto the breath. Connecting back to that steady inhale and steady exhale. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Reach your arms overhead. And just stretch a yawning, awakening stretch through the fingertips, through the toe tips. And then bend your knees and carefully roll to your right side. And allow your left hand to press down to carefully guide you up to sit. Your head dangling until the last possible moment. And when you come up to sit, the eyes can either reclose or find that soft downward gaze once more. Taking a moment just to recognize what you just did, the work, the breath, connecting into peace and light that is within you. Moving and breathing the body, focusing the mind. And then we bring our palms together in front of our hearts and we bow our heads with gratitude for this practice, for the ability to come together virtually, and for one another along this journey of life. Namaste.